Our vision is really to help strengthen communities by providing financial solutions that can help them turn their aspirations into realities. We got interested in the fintech space, I would say quite some time ago, but it was really trying to figure out what a meaningful way for an organization our size to have visibility on trends, let alone engagement with startups. So I would say some of the key components are just honesty and very clear communication and mutual understanding of expectations. So in terms of the corporation, it's the corporation really understanding what their capabilities are, what their roadmap is, and then I would say vice versa. The expectations, I think that it helps for the startups to be clear with the corporation is, especially within banking, there's a lot of risk and compliance and kind of onboarding and that due diligence. So just to really make sure that they understand that it's part of the process and we're going to make it as painless as possible, but still that there will be some time required on the front end. Absolutely, for an organization our size, even regardless if we were bigger, the innovation team is pretty small, we run pretty lean, so there's no way that we would be able to source that many startups globally, vet them down, kind of run through the whole process, so it's invaluable to us. And additionally, it's nice to be able to have the camaraderie with the other corporate partners, where at times I've called my counterpart at one of the other banks and said, hey, have you heard of XYZ? What do you think? Who have you used? We love our relationship with Plug and Play. We work with Plug and Play, I would say, in a vast array of different ways. You know, we obviously do the deal flow and, you know, the different batches and maintain visibility that way. But I would say something else that has been really beneficial is Plug and Play has come across startups that they know would be a good fit for us potentially, even them just reaching out to us or saying, hey, you really need to meet so-and-so or take a look at this. That has been incredibly helpful as well. From first contact to pilot commercialization, I mean, we were given some best practices very early on when we first joined, and those have really helped, which is really having one main point of contact between not only Plug and Play and the corporation, but also the startups and the corporation. Additionally, I would say it's just really keeping the communication very open, and a fast no is better than a slow maybe, particularly with the startups. My advice for startups would be, if a corporation says, hey, and gives you really honest feedback and says, I do love the product, I see potential, it's just a little immature for where we are right now, please follow back up with us in 6 months. I think it is really important that the startup does. And so far, we've absolutely experienced that. But again, that goes back and requires that the corporation is actually saying that in a meaningful way, not saying, follow up, hopefully you don't. So again, it's just having very clear, honest communication and expectations.